You have to stop being afraid of getting naked with your boo. They know you got rolls. They know you got stretch marks. They know what they're coming for. They're coming for you. So get naked, boo. Let all your flaps hang. This is the way it's meant to be. Good luck.
See, the issue with TikTok's version of the body positivity movement is that you have thin girls who go, so I know I'm like skinny and I am society's acceptable body, but sometimes when I sit down and I like scrunch like this, I have back rows too. Like, even though like when you walk around every single day, like you're fat all the damn time, so you always have rows. Like, if I really try, I can give myself an imperfection too. What's imperfect about my back rows? Like, what's imperfect about my fat in general? Besides the fact that y'all just don't like it. Like, that's the issue. Is that you go, oh, every day I look so good. But, you know, sometimes when I sit down and I force it, I have your imperfections. Do y'all not get how that makes people feel? Like,
now, this is nothing against her. I actually love her videos so much, but I looked through the comment section and I just want to say this out loud for people to understand. People who think that thin privilege doesn't exist, she is making this video, this food. Personally, I've never had Chick-fil-A. I live in Canada, but the fact that she can make this, she is thinner, like she's a thin body. Okay, she is making this, and there's not one comment that is health shaming her, or fat shaming her, or like saying, ew, that's a gross meal, because she's thin. Whereas if I made anything remotely like this, I would have death threats, and people would be health shaming me. So that's what thin privilege is. And no disrespect to her, I love her videos. This is just a perfect example because it has decent popularity. But this is what thin privilege is. She doesn't get health shamed, and she doesn't get, like, food shamed.
You got it, Daddy. I know he's getting in the panties. Daddy. I am fat. I am fat. Obese.
The weird and racist history of the BMI. The body mass index is a mathematical equation that uses height and weight to assign a number that correlates to one of 5 man-made weight categories. The BMI was invented in the 1830s by Adolphe Quetelet, who is a Belgian mathematician, statistician, and astronomer who was not a doctor and had no medical training whatsoever. It was first known as Quetelet's index, and it was a mathematical thought experiment to determine the ideal man. The pool of participants used to create Quetelet's index was exclusively white Westerners. There were no people of color and virtually no women. Quetelet's work was used to justify scientific racism for decades to come and was one of the founding principles in what is now called eugenics. The BMI was not used in the medical world until the early 20th century when U.S. life insurance companies determined that they could use it to charge higher premiums to fat people. Many studies have established that the BMI is a poor predictor of health and is used to further discrimination against fat people.
One of you will betray me tonight. Is it me, Jesus? No. Is it me, Jesus? It's not you either. Is it me, Jesus? Is it me, Jesus?
There is proof, and I literally explained it in that video, you fucking fucktard. And look, another uneducated piece of shit telling me to eat too little. There are literally thousands of dietitians that say to not do this because it's not enough. It's disordered eating.
Hello, you're through to the OBCC Overweight Bitches Content Creators Helpline. How may I help? Someone on TikTok displaying signs of happiness despite having a larger body again. I see. Let's have a look. It says here you've signed up to our patriarchal beauty ideals plan. Are you sure you're so happy with that? Yeah, it's just lots of people have upgraded already as they found that plan quite constricting. And between you and me, the company founders do like to move the goalposts a lot. So it is hard to keep up. No, you're happy with your existing plan and the daily misery it causes? Fair enough. Oh, you'd like everyone else moved back onto the old plan so they can be miserable too. I'm afraid we can't help you there. Have you tried giving less of a shit about what others do? Tried a bit of trolling to make yourself feel better? Oh, you haven't, it doesn't work. Okay, well, look, we're here for you if you want to upgrade, love, anytime.
Oh my god, the trolls are coming out, y'all. There is a man on YouTube with a large following who made a response video to my video about the statistical rarity of lifelong weight loss. And his followers have just been harassing me like crazy, commenting personal attacks in my comment section, and a few of them have even sent me death threats. So first, I think this is a pretty clear example of how when you push up against people's core beliefs, and yes, venerating thinness is a core belief for many people, the response is strong. When we think about the values that construct somebody's worldview, we often don't think about body size, but there are a lot of people, I would argue most people, have very strong beliefs about what body size means about individual people. And oftentimes when people feel triggered and they feel like they need to defend that core belief, they reveal their own prejudices, which people have been doing a lot with me recently, calling me lazy, stupid, sloppy, unmotivated, etc. Hey, the word obese is garbage, and here's why. First, the word obese literally means something that's eaten itself fat, which is not only deeply stigmatizing, but it's also inaccurate for many fat people who are not fat because of eating. There are many reasons why people are fat. Some include food, but many do not. Next, the word obese didn't enter common usage until the 1830s when Adolf Quetelet invented the BMI. Today, the word obese only has significance within the context of the BMI, and it has no value outside of that structure. If you haven't watched my video about how terrible the BMI is, pause this and go do that. If we are to stop using the BMI, which we should, that also means dismissing its components. We actually don't need to pathologize body size in order for doctors to treat fat patients. In fact, the quality of care increases dramatically when doctors do not pathologize fat patients. For all of these reasons and more, please just use the word fat. It's a morally neutral descriptor.
I'm fat. No, you're not fat. You're beautiful. Yes, I'm both very beautiful and fat. No, you are a thick, curvy, fluffy orb of light. Please stop doing this. I know you mean no harm, but fat is an inoffensive term. And fatness and beauty can actually exist in the same person, whether you believe it or not. The implication that it can't is actually deeply rooted in fat phobia, which is even further rooted in white supremacy. And you probably need to educate yourself, check yourself, and maybe heal your fatness wound if you're a fat person yourself.
Let's go.